12-year-old Lila revived a Ferrari everyone thought was impossible to fix, and it led to an unbelievable reunion with her long-lost father. Witness her incredible talent and heartwarming story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to follow more inspiring stories from AP Khan watching from. Let's get started. The garage smelled of engine oil and rubber, a comforting mix that 12-year-old Lila had grown up with. She wiped grease from her small hands as she inspected the Ferrari before her. Its sleek red frame was tarnished and dull, the engine silent. Most mechanics had already walked away, claiming it impossible. The car belonged to a wealthy man who had owned luxury vehicles all his life. He leaned against the wall, arms crossed, watching Lila with a skeptical gaze. "You're just a kid," he said, his tone dismissive. Lila didn't flinch. She had grown up fixing her father's old motorcycle and rebuilding engines from scrap parts. She crouched beside the Ferrari, examining every detail. The engine was seized, fuel lines corroded, and the tires cracked with age. But her sharp mind and innate understanding of mechanics told her it wasn't hopeless. Tools clutched in her hands, she began carefully disassembling the engine, piece by piece, her determination unwavering. Her tiny hands moved with precision, oil-stained and steady. Every bolt removed, every wire untangled, every part cleaned and repaired, brought her closer to the heartbeat of the machine. The rich man continued to watch, increasingly curious. He had never seen someone so young tackle something so complex with absolute focus. Hours passed. The garage was silent, except for the soft clinking of tools. Lila worked tirelessly, carefully replacing rusted parts, repairing fuel lines, and recalibrating the engine. The wealthy man wandered closer, noticing her skill, patience, and methodical approach. Something inside him stirred, a vague recognition he couldn't yet place. Finally, Lila wiped her forehead, stepped back, and gave the engine a final check. She inserted the key and turned it slowly. The engine sputtered, coughed, and roared to life, the Ferrari vibrating with renewed energy. The red paint glistened under the garage lights, reflecting the revival of a machine once considered dead. The man's jaw dropped. It's running," he stammered. Lila smiled faintly, modestly, wiping her hands again. "It wasn't impossible. It just needed patience," she said quietly. The Ferrari purred smoothly, its powerful engine humming like a living creature. For the first time in decades, it felt alive again. The man stepped closer, studying her closely. There was something familiar about the way she moved, the way her hands worked, the sharp intelligence in her eyes. A memory surfaced, a flash of a little girl from years ago, held in his arms, laughing before tragedy separated them. Could it be? Lila noticed him staring. "Are you okay?" she asked, tilting her head. He hesitated, emotion filling his voice. "Your hands, your face. You remind me of someone I lost years ago." Lila looked puzzled. "I don't understand," she admitted, her green eyes wide with curiosity and caution. He stepped forward, taking a deep breath. "I had a daughter. She was taken from me when she was very young. I never forgot her, and now I think it's you." Lila froze. Her mind raced through stories her mother had told her about her father, her family, and the day they were separated. Tears formed in the man's eyes as he extended his hand. "Lila, is it really you?" She felt an overwhelming mix of emotions, disbelief, joy, and relief. Slowly, she nodded. "Yes, it's me." The garage seemed to vibrate with emotion, the Ferrari's engine purring as if celebrating the reunion. He pulled her into a hug, the kind of embrace that mended years of longing and loss. Lila clung to him, feeling the warmth she had imagined but never experienced in reality. The man whispered apologies and promises into her ear, tears streaming down both their faces. Years of separation melted in that single moment. Once the initial shock faded, the man stepped back to admire Lila. "Not only did you revive my Ferrari, but you also reminded me of the family I thought I'd lost forever," he said. Lila smiled softly. "I've always loved fixing things. I guess I was just waiting for the right challenge." He led her outside to show the Ferrari gleaming in the sunlight, its red paint flawless, engine roaring proudly. "You've inherited my passion," he said, "and my legacy." Lila felt pride and awe, knowing that her talent had led to more than just a repaired car. It had restored a family, reunited hearts, and rewritten her life's path. The wealthy man wasted no time introducing Lila to his world of luxury cars, workshops, and skilled mechanics. He provided her with mentors, tools, and opportunities to grow her talent. But he also reminded her that her gift was rare, something that required care, patience, and responsibility. She listened, determined to honor it. Over the following months, Lila restored more vehicles with unmatched skill. News of the 12-year-old prodigy spread quickly, drawing attention from automotive enthusiasts worldwide. Her talent, courage, and perseverance made her not just a mechanic, but an inspiration, proving that age and circumstance could never limit true skill and determination. At night, the Ferrari sat gleaming in the garage, engine turned off, yet alive in spirit. Lila stood beside it, reflecting on how a single act of patience and skill had transformed her life. She had fixed a car, but it had fixed something much bigger: the bond with her long-lost father and her own sense of purpose. The father watched her, overwhelmed with pride. "You've done more than I ever imagined," he said. Lila smiled, understanding that this was only the beginning. The Ferrari had been a challenge, but life itself now presented the greatest adventure, rebuilding the connection of a family lost to time. From that day forward, Lila continued her work in the garage alongside her father. Every car she repaired became a symbol of resilience. Every engine she revived a testament to hope. The 12-year-old mechanic had not only revived a Ferrari, but had restored a family, proving that talent and love could conquer even the deepest losses.